G'day and welcome to this Learn Some Drums lesson for Bored to Death by Blink-182. Now this song has everything that I love about Travis Barker's playing, all in the one song. It's got a rim click section, a cool groove, it's got a tom section, and it even has a drum solo. I've worked it all out, so let's jump on the kit and break it down so that hopefully you can play it too. The beat when the drums first come in does have a lot of ghost notes and it sounds really busy, but mostly it's just right, left, right, left, right, left. So there's nothing too tricky. Just take it really slowly and get everything to line up, and then eventually you'll be able to speed it up. It's a 2-bar loop, and it just goes like this. After that, we drop back down into some rim clicks, and that's pretty straightforward. We're playing the rim clicks on every beat of the bar and just adding a couple of kick drums here and there. And then we are into our chorus. Now, judging by the film clip, it looks like Travis is playing it over on his ride cymbal, but it sounds really crashy. So as always, if you have a crashy ride cymbal, go for it, use that. If you don't, play it up on your crash cymbal, it's still going to sound fantastic. And if you do have another crash cymbal, there's definitely some other crash sounds in there. Okay? We're going to play every 8th note on the kick drum, but beat 3 is going to be on the snare drum instead, and we're going to drop the first one off in the second bar. Anyway, it sounds like this. So that's our main pattern for the chorus. In the 8th bar, we have that cool fill, and that goes just like this. Then we cycle back through for another round of the chorus, and we're just adding a couple of extra snare drums, and that sounds like this. We have the exact same fill at the end of the chorus as we had halfway through, that triplety little thing on the toms with the kicks, and then we have a stop before we come back into a verse. Now this verse is exactly the same as the other verse, but it's being played on the rims instead of the hi-hats. So that sounds like this. In the pre-chorus this time, instead of playing rim clicks, we've got this cool tom part, which is not too tricky at all. It just goes like this. The main bit of that groove is just 8th notes on the floor tom, quarter notes on the kick drum, and just a little bit of extra flavor with the left hand up on the top tom, but I'm sure you'll be able to grab it. After that, we have some crash cymbals, and then we're going to have a little stop before we play our exact same fill back into the chorus. Then we're back into the chorus, and it's identical to the way we played it the first time, so hopefully you already grabbed that. The next section we need to look at is the bridge, and we're playing on the snare drum, and it's just kind of like a 2-bar thing because it just changes a tiny bit at the end of each bar. Goes like this. I find that easiest if you play all the unaccented notes with your right hand and fill in those accents with your left hand. And make sure that with those last group of 16th notes at the end of the second bar, start those with your right hand so you keep playing through on your right hand. That'll make it as easy as possible, but it might take a little bit of time. So as always, slow it down, line up the notes, and eventually you'll get it. Coming out of the bridge, we start to build up, and so we've got 4 bars of full of 16th notes with a fill at the end, and it sounds like this. After that fill, the drums drop out for a second, and it's about here that we start to delve into some very dangerous Travis Barker territory. The fill going back into the chorus is absolutely killer. It comes in on the end of 4, and there's a bit of different sticking than what you would usually do, not just right, left, right, left, right, left. So let me just break that down for you slowly. 3 and 4. That fill sounds fantastic up to tempo, so hopefully you can grab it. And make sure you're trying to get those accents in there as well, because they are what make all of the fills in this song sound really, really cool. Okay, before we know it, we have another great fill, and it's in like the 3rd bar of the chorus. It goes like this. So already those are 2 fantastic fills that you should grab for your own playing. Even if it takes you a couple of weeks or a month to work it out and get it up to tempo, that's fine. That's what practice is all about. But we're not done there. There's a drum solo right at the end. So after those fills, we go back through the chorus, then we go into our bridge section again, exactly the same as we played it before. But as we build up towards the end of the song, we've got 8 bars of drum solo. So I'm going to break it into 2 parts of 4. The first 4, not too hard. The second 4 is pretty tricky, but I'm really happy with how it's come out. I think I've worked it out exactly the same as Travis plays it. But if you haven't done some of the stickings and stuff before, it's going to be a bit tricky. Just take it really slowly, and hopefully you can grab it. Okay, so here's the first 4 bars, just like this. Okay, for the last 4 bars, you're going to need to be familiar with a sticking pattern for a group of 5, which goes right, left, left. Okay? To get all of the accents and all the orchestrations, this is hands down the easiest way to do it. If you haven't done it before, just practice the sticking for a while, and then eventually take it back onto your drum kit. But this is what's going to make this solo sound really cool, because the group of 5 is moving across the 16th notes right till the very end of the song. Okay? So I'll play the second lot of 4 bars for you slowly. So that sticking pattern begins on the of 4, like right at the very end of the bar, in the second bar of that second lot of 4. So just slowly, it goes 4, E, and that sticking pattern is absolutely key to getting the drum solo down. Alright, I'm going to play the whole solo now, up to speed. Check this out. Alright, and that is everything that you need to play Bored to Death by Blink-182. I think it's a fantastic track. It's really got everything that you love about Blink-182, and especially Travis Barker's playing. The drum solo at the end and some of the fills, they're just great ideas that you should definitely try and incorporate into your own playing. Anyway, it might take a little bit, but happy practicing, and I'll see you at the next lesson.